experienced all that, then you're not going to think, oh, I'm not happy.
Not all the experience needs to be experienced. You don't need to do meth to know it's going to fuck your life up.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
These girls don't even have like a
Think about what your complaints
are about genuine relationships.
No, I don't think that. You're understanding.
Oh, she's being dramatic. She's masculine. She's emotional.
Don't bring it to America.
I think that's a cop-out.
Where's
the vein coming out of my neck that I'm so triggered right now that but to them it's like, no, but it's a second help. You know, when you're dating an unattractive person, you have to explain to your friends and family how much of a good person they are just to justify why you had to stoop down to that level. Well, that's how I feel about this picture of my hand on my neck, because I wish I would have just finished the job. The same way I feel about all those clips you've seen me in, even though they look fun and cool or whatever, I actually hate how I presented myself, and I feel like it's been frustrating because as of lately, this has been my mood. And you're wondering why? Like, what was so bad about it? But I just felt like we weren't talking about anything important. We've been talking about body count, passport bros, and literally nothing important. But I still carry my day on with this sappy-ass smile because I have to make sure that no one puts me in a straitjacket. The past year that you've seen me online, I've just been arguing with a bunch of dorks about nothing relevant. And looking back, sure, we've had a lot of giggles and laugh. I've met some really cool people in the passing. But when in real life someone asks me what I do online, I'm actually kind of embarrassed to show them that I fight with dorks.
I think hosts should keep their leg closed and that if they get pregnant,
but no,
kind of on them.
But no, you're not listening. I said women who don't have experience, and that's what they're getting. Whose fault is that for f***ing over someone's innocent experience? If she has experience, she's a If she doesn't have experience, she gets f***ed over and it's still her fault. Title of being a divorcee woman or being a baby mama is not a f***ing flex. Nobody chooses to be that. I gotta be honest with you guys, the only exciting thing about that video was the background music that kept me hyped. Because when regular people who touch grass see that video, they're like, okay. It's like saying if you punch a dog, it's gonna bite you. Why is this even a conversation? Nothing realistic about body count and passport bros. And about how men don't have emotions. Again, everybody's identity is different online. You have a different niche, different category. If that's what makes you happy, do it. As long as it doesn't harm you in the long term and it doesn't harm anyone around you, I don't care what anyone does. Listen, I'm not saying that I'm a professional at everything I do, but all I know is that these conversations just aren't fruitful. I'm looking for answers, I'm looking to grow, and I'm looking to connect with other people. Maybe shed some tears. We actually bond beyond just sexual urges. Conversations like this.
Maybe I am a dick. It was my fault that all this happened. I never created that space for her to be that woman. Reason why we're on such good terms right now. In one night, we communicated for things that happened over a span of like 7 years.
Wow.
And, yeah, it felt good on her part and also on my part.
In a home where, you know, I've seen women just beat to like pulp, like a kid should have never seen. And that really scared me. I had a hard time trusting the men around me. Mm-hmm. Right, so looking at the clips, you may think like you just want to be right, Ange, but no, hear me out. Just listen to this first.
Like, hey, this is a little wake-up call I needed. And even myself, I'm very strong and independent, but I needed that. Like, you're absolutely right, and you're heading in the right direction. And I was in your hot seat, and even myself, I learned something. You're absolutely right. What woman wants to be alone? No one. And even myself, like being in your hot seat, I didn't get to really discuss the fact that I'm in a actively healing, so I can attract the right relationship, but I can't be so dedicated that I miss out on the person that I'm trying to attract. The most important thing is like you are being a voice for the women that are acting like, no, I don't need anybody. But even women that are healing, like it's okay to attract somebody that's in alignment with who you are right now. You don't have to be 1,000% healed.
So at this point you're wondering like, all right, Ange, if you want to do that, then just do it. Why can't you do it on this YouTube? Well, here's the issue with that. This YouTube was grown on my shorts. My shorts was when I was in my red pill era where I was ignorantly thinking that I could change the world by being mean. So all of my TikTok videos, as you can see, were repurposed onto my YouTube. That's the top, where it shows all the crazy numbers that I had from just being controversial. And you're probably wondering like, what's wrong with being controversial? The truth needs to be told. Why does the truth mean you have to be a douche lord about it? What happened to empathy and compassion? Like, as somebody who grew up in an environment where I had to be suppressed, where I couldn't really express what I wanted to say because I was around really old school people or people who just understand me, I felt like I couldn't voice myself. And when I could, I went off the walls. I just said the truth needs to be said. And I went a little bit too crazy, which I believe that's where everyone's headed when it comes to the truth needs to be said. You don't have to be a douchebag to say the truth. All right, so let's check out my analytics. These are my shorts, my live streams, my videos. As you can see, my shorts are all spiked up extremely high because everybody came here from TikTok and everybody knew me for my controversial takes that would spike up my views constantly. And that would only keep people here for a short amount of time because they wanted that dopamine spike to make them feel like they were absolutely right for their injustice of their life and the victimization of their poor actions in life. And once I realized that, I started engaging into live streaming and longer form videos to further explain what I meant when I would say these things. But because this channel has gotten used to growing on shorts and pissing people off, I either have to stick to the original format and continue posting the controversial takes that you guys have seen me for previously, seeing really goofy things, or I have to abandon this entire channel and start fresh from what I believe has value. Because money isn't the issue. I'm still making money for my controversial video. I can continue posting controversial video and continue making money just like all these other content creators that you know. Why do they continuously say these things even though they're constantly being challenged to say better and do better and grow up? Because they don't care about being right. They care about making money. Now, you can say what you want about me. I've made money from this. I don't care to make money from it the wrong way. I want to do it the right way and I want to feel good doing it. Moral of the story, it's okay to grow and change out of who you were yesterday. You can explain yourself to people, or you don't have to. You can be misunderstood, or you can just make your life a little bit easier and just explain, hey, this is what happened. This is what I learned. I'm not that person anymore. You can have overnight success and be super controversial. You can blow up like crazy today and be irrelevant tomorrow. Or you can work the right way and then it'll take some time. But make sure you learn from your past. And I believe that's where I'm at. I learned what I could do better and how I can execute what my personal goals are on a different platform or maybe on a new YouTube. I can cultivate an audience who actually wants to listen, not fight me on my beliefs. If you're there, you're already looking for the answers. This current YouTube channel, they're here to fight. Starting over is probably one of the worst things that nobody wants to do, but it's rewarding. And I think that's something that we lack in this generation because we want things to be so easy. There's nothing wrong with starting over with a new set of tools that you learn from your old experience, because we all know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting different results. So with your new set of tools, you only have a choice but to be successful, so why not just try? This fear that everybody has in this generation to drive, the anxiety that everybody has from not trying is insane. It's an epidemic. So when are you just gonna say, you know what? Who cares? Because that's how I feel right now. I don't care. Now, you can probably always use the excuse and say that I'm a woman and I don't know what struggles are and I will never understand the struggles that men go through. But let's not forget this girl with privileges, grew up in the project, trailer baby, no parents, left home at 14, sexually assaulted as a child with a mugshot, had an older brother who passed from suicide, 29 years old with zero therapy. That wasn't a trauma dump moment, but it was to let you guys know, despite all the shitty things I had to go through, I feel like I've done some pretty decent things, accomplished a lot of awesome things, but I never really get to talk about it or use it as credibility because it seems like I'm just boasting in people's faces. But if I don't have credit, I can't talk about hardship, and without hardship, what can I really talk about with people? Regardless of what anyone says, the past really doesn't define you. It's up to you to change your future and actually just go at it and work hard. At this point in my life, I do feel like a cat with 9 lives. I don't even know how I got this far. I met people who hated me, who eventually learned that they didn't hate me so much. And this all came from what? Community building, building relationships, caring about other people because you know that they're only coping with how they feel, not because it's personal. In my opinion, nothing in life is personal. It's just the reaction of how people feel about themselves. And you can be delusional and say you feel good about yourself, but if you've had multiple bad experiences with people, your guard is gonna be up. Your opportunity is gonna be limited, and you're gonna tell yourself that as long as you're not hurt, you're good, you're thriving, you're fine, but you're not. It's almost impossible to thrive by yourself, so you're lying to yourself. You need a community. You need people to support you. You need people to help you. You need people who understand things that you don't understand. So moving forward, what is this YouTube going to be? Random. My random collabs with whoever. It's going to be whenever I go live streaming with you guys.
We all agree on that there.
We've
been agreeing for over an hour now.
Don't gaslight me. First off, we
agreed.
I'm
not gaslighting you. I'm not gaslighting you.
Whenever I feel like hanging out, whenever I have extra leisure time because my priorities have changed. I can't invest my time into something that's not going to grow because it's pointless. You know where my passion lays at from everything that I've explained? I know when to have fun. I know when to laugh. I know when to joke. I know when to patronize, but it's not my main identity to be exclusive to any of those. To all my content creators out there, just be careful how you brand yourself. How you nurture your channel goes a long way. Stay consistent. When they say that, they don't explain it enough. If it's a shorts channel, keep it to shorts. If it's long form, keep it to long form. If it's politics, keep it to politics. Don't switch it up. Don't post a bunch of things just to make your subs go up. And then your content is nothing relevant to what your shorts were. To all you hobbits out there, I hope you love yourself. And I hope you love those around you. And I hope you forgive those who've hurt you because they didn't even realize they were. And if they did, they thought that was the best way to deal with their emotions. Until then, if you guys like this video, feel free to like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'm not sure it'll do anything at this point, but you know, why not? You know where to find me in the Discord. I'll always be around and I'll post whenever I can on this channel while I'm growing the other channel. If you need me, just join the server, be nice, be civil, or be kicked. Bye!